Hey, I'm JC. This is JC's Carport, and this is a eBay high torque Ford starter motor. So yeah, we're going to do a video on just putting this into the Fairlane. Alright, so there's nothing actually wrong with the starter motor that's on it now. It's just a standard starter motor, and I've just heard that these high torque ones are sort of better on the battery, better on the electrical system. So I've just got to find out what side it's on. I thought it was on this side. So yeah, I just thought I'd update to a newer one. Yeah, and I'll just keep that old one for a spare, buried in there somewhere. Alright, I'll round up some tools, get this thing jacked up, and start pulling the old starter out. Alright, getting this thing jacked up now. Just gotta watch the roof up there. That's all good. I'll grab some stands. Now, righto, lower that down. Probably got the stands in the wrong spot. Oops. Alright. Round up some tools. Alright, so I've got all the wrong size tools here, which is what you want. I'll try and get this harder one out first. Well, actually, yeah, right, wrong size. Will this at least do that? No. Alright, so I should have grabbed 9/16 and etc. So I'll be back. Getting there, slowly but surely. Yeah, this is going to fight me every step of the way. Brilliant. Might be the go. Yeah, it's just never going to get a finger loose. ratcheting one here somewhere. What have I done with that? Guarantee this won't work. Seems to be. Alright, that's a winner. Alright. Alright, got that off. I don't know why that was so stubborn. There you go. Oops. Now then, try and crack that 9/16. Alright, that's going. Alright, got the ratchet spanner in there. And got it going the right way. Now it's come easy. Get my, not really. Could be a bit of a challenge. Just can't quite get me fingers in there. Alright, that's working. So close. Must be the world's longest bolt. Oops. All right. last one. Righto. Now to actually get it out. All right, got it out. Alright, so I just wanted to compare the pair. I'll get you a bit closer. Couple of differences straight away is this has got a bigger gear than the original one. It means a lot smaller, it's obviously a lot lighter. So I just want to take a couple of measurements and see if that's going to be an issue. So I've got this Hiroshima Screamer a set of calipers here. Just wanted to have a bit of a measurement. Oh, roger, so that's offset. Alright, so yeah, this is actually offset. So the distance from there to there is larger than the distance on the backside. So yeah, that'll account for that bigger gear, which is good news. I'll just compare this one. Pop that in there. Okay. That's the same size there. Yeah, right. So we can sort of assume that's more or less sort of straight round. So that's a bit of good news. I think that'll go straight in. Also notice this is slightly different, these two bolt holes, so yeah, but that may be an issue, but we can adjust this. This is actually, I could turn this around, but I think the best thing to do is just offer it up and see how it looks. This comes out. Let's get back under the car and see if we can get her in place. Hope you can see all right there. So so that's going to have to get turned around, bright eyes. Alright, so I'm going to have to adjust that, it looks like it is going to actually go in there. So that's got to get dialed around to probably this one. What's that? 3 holes in total. Alright, I'll have a go on that. Well, if I make it sort of sit the same as the old one, we should be right. Alright, so I've got the right bit here now finally. Just going to undo these Torx fittings. With a bit of luck. Alright, so now If I spin this around here like this and make that sit similar to that, we should be right. It's probably about as similar as that's going to get looking at it. And if I should go the other way, go more, it is bigger. Just going to loosely do that up and give it a try. Just I'll go and offer this up and see if that's going to work for us. Probably find yeah, that's a pain in the backside. That's a big pain in the backside. Ouch. Gee, I don't know why this thing keeps coming out for some reason. Right, so I sort of feel like it can. Gee, that's close to that block. So we go another tooth, another thing around. Yeah, that'll be all right. All right. All right, so I've moved that over in a hole or two and it goes in there quite nicely, but I just want to check that steering clearance. So I'm going to throw a bolt in. I don't know if I can, I'll put it on the steering, do I? I will have to. I'll be right back. Yes, I think we're all good. That's full lock. And it misses. I know we're right the other way because it. Yeah. We'll just double. Yeah. All right. Cool. The other one is that this is going to have to go on first to get straightened up because it's very close to the, I mean it's not that close really, but it might be a bit hard to get on there, so I have to straighten this electrical tab up to get a pair of pliers on that. Need more hands. Righto. Cool. So, might what I'll do is I'll get this out again. Get this out and get this thing connected somehow. Find a spanner that fits that. Bugger. Alright, and then get that plugged in on there. Alright. Find the bolt. There. Alright. Cool. Now, if I can find the other one, here it is. I don't know if that camera angle's any good, it's probably lousy. Now this is going to be fun. For fuck's sakes. If I can try and sort of. So what I like to do, I'm just missing a washer here, so I'll pull this off. Get that washer on. Get this done up more. Actually, I didn't really do that other bit up. Bugger. Alright, I'll be back. Oh, fuck's sake. Forgot to nip up the those adjuster bolts, so I'll have to do that now. Good thing I remembered, I suppose. Which are right. Probably stripped. Okay. Got rid of that bolt now. Alright, that'll be nice, 16. Alright. This thing's falling out again. And it's going to be stubborn to get back in. Yeah, I don't know what this does. It's some kind of rubber drain or something, I suppose, for it. Righto, now where's that other bolt gone? Oh. Oh, there it is. Not sure how I'm going to go getting this back in. Alright, now then, to try and get it turning. Maybe take the pressure off this one. Pain in the backside. Alright, this is going to be a real mission to try and get that back in. So, oops. I shall endeavour to get that started and bring you back in. I'm just going to be here for an hour trying to sort that out. Alright, so I turned the camera off and it went straight in. Which is good news. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna start it. Alright, so we're not touching there, that's pretty good. Might need to do something about that. Ow! The funny bone. Ow, not funny at all. So that's really good. The only problem I've got is, seems to be that that new location for the starter motor wire is very close to the extractors, which I'm tipping isn't a good thing. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. What I can do is, yeah, run a cable tie around there. I'll get a metal one. Yeah, all right. I'll go and get a metal cable tie, but that's ready to crank over. That is really weak as piss, and it's going to last 5 minutes. But anyway, yeah, I'll get a cable tie just around here and here. That way we're not going to have extractor wiring issues down the tray. I'll go and get that done. Can't quite reach them. Righto. So changing out your starter really is as simple as that. Alright, so that's installed, so kick it off with a smoke test, I suppose. Seems to be all good there. I don't want to start this car up because well, the neighbour's on night shift, and plus we know it runs, it's all about the starter motor, so I'm just going to pull that ignition lead off there. Yeah, just testing out the starter motor. Alright, well, I'll go and spin it over and see if it actually turns, or if we just get a heap of grinding teeth noises or stripping gear sounds. Wow. All right. All right. Well, you would have heard that. That's a howling success. Spins are a lot faster and a lot easier with the sound of things. So yeah, mission accomplished. bit of a mission, but yeah, got there. That's really good news. I like that. All right, well, thanks for watching. Yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll be carrying on with the Phoenix. I'm doing a bit of sort of floor work. We'll have a bit of a quick look while we're here. Yeah, working on the Phoenix, putting in some sound deadening. It's probably hard to see, not much light in here. But anyway, a bit of welding, heater repairs, etc. So yeah, yeah, we'll catch you next video.